Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. Well actually it's morning here, but it may not be where you are depending on when you're watching this, but it's Sunday at 25 past 11 on actually a glorious sunny day again. Even though rain is predicted, I just checked the weather report again and it's definitely still says it's going to rain, 40% chance of rain. But anyway, it's beautiful at the moment, so I thought perfect time to make a video with this young lady who is Marianne Kit by Natalie Blick. I made her a few years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, and she's actually almost in her altogether at the moment because I decided what I would love to do is change her into something, you know, just something. I've got so many things to choose from, but I thought what I would do is show you what I've decided to put her in before I actually put her into it. So she's got a cloth nappy on underneath, and she's got a little sleeveless bodysuit. I think this is by Babadoo, and it's, can you see the little, what's that called? You know, there's a little holes in the fabric. Oh, you probably can't see. They're in the shape of teddy bears, scattered all over this little bodysuit. And that's what she always keeps on underneath her clothes. So she's always got that on. I do it, I guess, to protect her cloth body, but I don't think that would ever get dirty anyway, because I never handle her if I've got dirty hands, obviously. But it's also what you would have on a real baby. Usually they have a layer, like a singlet or something on underneath. So I'm happy to keep that on this little lady. So let me show you what I was in the mood for. Because sometimes when you've got a lot of stuff, it's just really hard to decide, and you have to just go with what you feel like. So this is what I felt like, because I did mention a few videos ago how much I really love lambs. I like rabbits too, but lambs, I really love them. And aside from baby clothes, pigs are my sort of favourite animal. I've always loved pigs. When we used to go to the Royal Easter Show, always made my poor children go to see the pigs first. And it's partly that they're so big, they're just not what you expect. You always expect a pig to be a little pink squealy kind of thing, and then when you see them in real life, they're massive animals. But anyway, pigs aside, I do love lambs as far as baby clothes go. So let me show you what I've sort of settled on. I'll have to put it on Lottie so you can see it, but she won't mind. I'll just show you up a bit close. There's the little lamb. So it's a white cotton dress, like cotton jersey, with a little lamb embroidered on the front, and there's tiny pink spots all over it. It's got a plain white Peter Pan collar with that lovely picot edging in pink on it, and little puff sleeves with the same picot edging, and then it's got a bit of a ruffle at the bottom, and also there are some, let me see if I can show you, little nappy cover bloomers, I call them bloomers, that go with it. See that, or am I moving around too much? Oh, there they are. That's not very interesting, is it? So that's what she's going to wear. And then I was trying to decide what to put with it, because what to put on her head, whether to leave it or put some. Oh, sorry, Lottie, you couldn't really breathe there. There we go, that's better. She's peeking out. She's quite comfy. But I decided what I would put on her head is this. This is my favourite hairband. I love this one because it's little, it's delicate, and it's pink and white, and it's sort of on a stretchy velvet band, a narrow one. So that's what she's going to have on her little head. I could say in her hair, but she has got painted hair, so always, it's a bit deceptive if I say in her hair. Now this dress, let's have a look at the label. There it is, Magnolia Baby. I think they do, it's all organic cotton that they use. I've had this for some time. Not that you'd know it because the tag's still on it, but I usually keep the tags on as much as I can. Yeah, I just like everything to be sort of new and fresh and lovely. Anyway, okay, so that she's going to have that hairband and that dress, and then I thought I'd like to put something on her little feet for fun because I love booties. And so I haven't fully decided which ones I will use, so I thought I'd show you my options. So I've got these beautiful white knitted booties, which I love, and they've got little, see those pink grub roses on the front with the green leaves? I thought that'd look very cute with that dress. So that's one option. Another option now, I'm not even sure if these fit Lottie. They do fit Pippa, who's smaller. So they're just like little Mary Janes, and they're crocheted. And they're pink, a nice pink. Not exactly the identical pink, but close enough. Sorry, I had them down there, didn't I? Like that. It's funny how they don't, like they're actually a really lolly kind of pink in real life, but that's just sort of bleached out by the camera and the lighting. So I'm sorry about that. Maybe, no, that doesn't really help, does it? Anyway, so there's those. And then the last option are these little pink socks, which also don't look pink through the camera, but they are pink. Let's see if it changes up here. No, not really. So they've just, they're probably Next socks. I tend to get my socks from Next because they make them small enough. So there's those. So 3 options there. So, yeah, I'll get a change and come back. But just before I do, I want to tell you what I've been doing this morning, because I planned to do this video earlier. But for some reason, don't ask me why, because it wasn't in my head for a plan today, I decided to reorganise the pantry. So it didn't really need it. I just thought, oh, well, there's a gap there, I can reorganise the cans. So I organised the cans and like the long life milk and, you know, a bottle of vinegar and stuff like that, pantry kind of things. But, and what I did in the end, which I'm very pleased about, is that I put all the cans that need can openers, which I don't have many of, thank goodness. I put them to the back of the pantry, and in the front I've got the cans that have ring pulls, because when you can only use one hand, which is this one, hello hand, hello everybody, it's really, I mean, I can do a ring pull, but honestly, to try and do a can opener with one hand without your other hand being able to hold the can, it's very difficult. So I can't actually do it anymore. I used to, well, I still have an electric can opener that used to work, and I could open with difficulty, and a bit of frustration and a bit of swearing under my breath. I used to still be able to open cans, but for some reason I just can't get the knack anymore. There has to be a sort of angle that you have to tuck the can underneath somehow, and then you've got to keep it in place while you close the arm down onto it. So I've been trying, but anyway, I've put those cans to the back. So that made me really happy. I don't have to look at them or be frustrated with them. So that was really fun. I enjoyed it. And the pantry was clean, so it was really just a matter of, you know, just shuffling things, which is always fun, isn't it? It wasn't hard at all. And in a couple of hours, well, from 1 o'clock till 6 o'clock, I'm expecting my fruit and veg delivery. So we'll see how that goes. I live just down the street from the fruit and veg market, really about 10 houses or so down the road. So virtually, but in the same block really, just down the road. And last time I got my fruit and veg delivered, which was, you know, just like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, they asked, you know, do you have any special instructions? So I put an instruction in, could my shopping please come in your paper bags, paper carrier bags? Because normally what happens is it comes in a great big box without any plastic, which is brilliant, and all the fruit and veggies and whatever else you get is in there. Cold stuff is in one of those supermarket cool bags, and normally of course they would bring that in and just put it on the kitchen bench for me, and then I get to unpack it. But these days with contactless delivery, they put it on the front veranda. Well, a great big box full of heavy stuff is, you know, with one hand and bad balance, so only sort of 1.5 good legs instead of 2 good legs, it's really tricky. And last time I complained, and you know, they said, yeah, they'll take it into account, blah blah, sure thing. Anyway, so this time what I did was I put my order through. I put in the special request to have my stuff put in bags, and then I rang up as well. So I still don't know if it'll work. I'll wait and see and report to you next time. So that's going to happen today, which is good. Alright, what I'll do is I'll change this little angel and be right back with you. Rightio, here we go. Back again now. She's all dressed and looking gorgeous. Very cute in this outfit. Fits her really well. There are just 3 poppers at the back. in the bodice part of the back, and so it was super easy to get on. She's got the nappy cover on as well. And I chose the pink socks. I went with the pink lacy socks in the end, just like the contrast. And the pink actually looks pretty good. And there's her beautiful hairband that I just love this one. I don't know what this stuff is. It's sort of fluffy. I think you can see the spikes that sort of come out of it, but they're soft and fluffy. So whatever they are, it's really cute. I love that one. It's my favourite, as I keep saying over and over again. So I guess you know now it's my favourite. Anyway, I also gave her her little Steiff lamb, her vintage Steiff lamb, seeing as we're doing lambs on Lottie today. And yeah, that's it. I think I did forget to tell you what the temperature is today. It's going to be 21 degrees C, which is about almost 70. But it's a kind of a cool 21. I don't know if that makes sense, but it seems to me when it's summertime, if it's 21, it's like it's really warm. But now that our weather's cooling down, it's a different kind of 21. Maybe because the sun's a bit lower in the sky, so it's not quite as strong. So even though we've reached 21, I don't know if this makes sense. I'm probably absolutely raving, but anyway, it is a cool 21, if there is such a thing, as opposed to a hot 21. Anyway, my dear friends, I'm sorry about that. So at least you know what the temperature is out there. It's lovely, it's beautiful and sunny, and there's actually a lot of people. Well, no, I wouldn't say a lot. There's a fair few people walking past. There are children riding their bikes up and down on the footpath, and people walking. Oh, it's 4 people, a family, like looks like a grandmother and grandfather and two teenagers, but they're all spaced apart and sort of talking to each other as they go past. So people are a little bit out and about, I guess because the weather's beautiful and they're just being careful. Oh, now there's a gentleman on his own. Okay, so there is a bit of action out there. But it is Sunday and it's gorgeous, so I suppose if they're being careful, why not? I don't need to go out today. As I said, my fruit and veg are getting delivered. Fingers crossed, everybody, it comes in paper bags so I can carry them in myself easily. When it came in the box last time, I just got the man to put it I've got a little step into the house, and I just got him to set the box up kind of on that step, and then I just had to balance on my not so good leg, which is it's basically paralysed. It can't feel the floor or anything, so I can't rely on it. But I sort of hung onto the wall, balanced on that silly leg, and then kicked the box to the kitchen with my right leg. So it was a bit dicey, but I got there, and I always feel like I've accomplished something when I've done something tricky and then managed it. So I did manage, but I'd prefer not to have to. I'd rather just carry bags in. I wear gloves for that, and then I'll just chuck the bags out, which is a waste, I know, but I think that's what I'll do, unless I keep a couple and just disinfect as much as I can, and then I just leave them. I don't touch anything. 5 days is my comfort level, even though I know it doesn't last long on paper. I'm still happy with 5 days. And plastic I always leave at least 5 days, and that way whatever's inside the package as well is the virus has died. So I get parcels, and then I think, I wonder what this is, and then I have to wait 5 days to open it. It's so funny. Anyway, I do remember most of them, but the last one that came on Thursday, I think it's just knee-high stockings that I ordered, to put the glass beads into babies' heads and bodies. So I'm pretty sure that's what it is, but I won't know for sure until I open it, which is quite exciting. Now, is there anything else I needed to report? I don't think so, not at the moment. I hope you're all okay, and I know that you're staying as safe as you can, so there's nothing else we can do, is there? Absolutely nothing. I think, did I tell you I must have told you, that was over a week ago, I got my flu injection. My GP came and gave it to me. So I've still got a little bit of a reaction on my arm. I don't get sick because it's not a live virus that they inject, but the medium that they put the virus into is what my skin reacts to on the outside. It gets kind of a ovalish, itchy, red, big thing, patch. which I try not to touch or scratch, and it's almost gone. I can still see it, but it's not itchy now. And that was like a week and 3 days ago. But it's not a problem. I think I told you all about that anyway. Alright everybody. Oh, do you want to see this little lamb up close? Because he is very cute. This is the girl version. She's got her original pink ribbon on and her tag, her ID tag. And she's got her original little bell and her chest tag. She's called Lammy. Let me see if can you just see that? Not quite. There's the end of the word. Lamby. And she's got a brother exactly the same, and he's got his blue ribbon on around his neck. There's her little face. Pretty cute. Very small. Just perfect for Lottie. Perfect. And she's just got green and black glass eyes. I do love these two lambs. So we'll give that back to Lottie so she doesn't start crying. There we go. And we'll say goodbye to you all now and hope that you are. I know you're taking care. We're all taking care. There's not really much choice, is there? And hopefully in the next, few weeks or so, it'll be over. Or starting to be over. Which will be so nice. I can't even imagine it. I think we'll all be pretty scared to go straight back into normal life. So I think it will happen very gradually and in stages. Because there's no way I'd want to be in a crowded lift with a lot of people. Not until we know there's no more virus. Say goodbye to virus. And then hopefully once the, immunisation injections are done, we can all the billions of people on the planet can have one, and then we'll all be okay. Fingers crossed. Alright, my dear friends. Thank you so much for being here, for keeping Lottie and I company on this Sunday morning. And next time I talk to you, I'll report back about my fruit and veg delivery. I'm getting an ordinary grocery delivery on Tuesday, which I put through on Thursday, but there were some things I wanted that I could get. I put into my cart, but that was on Thursday, and I'm not getting the delivery till Tuesday, so I bet there'll be nothing left anyway. It's always a bit of an adventure getting your groceries, isn't it? You just never know what you're going to get. There might be an interesting substitute, or there might be nothing. Anyway, I can report back on that too. There's some more people just walked past. A man on his bike and a child on their bike. So there's a bit of action out there. Not very many cars, but I think everybody needs to stretch their legs occasionally, don't they? Go for a little stroll. And we've got good shops down the street. That's where my fruit and veg market is, and there's a butcher down there and a chemist. And there's a chicken, like a takeaway food place on the corner called Grill Charlie's. It's got chicken and chips and salads and all sorts of really, they make beautiful things. So people go down and buy things from there too. And what else is down there? A fish and chip shop, and then there's a seafood shop, and what else? I think that might be all. I think I've said everything that's down there. Oh, there's an alcohol shop too, bottle shop. That's right. So that's it. So there's a lot for people to do down there. There used to be a newsagents down there too, but not anymore. They've sort of gone the way of the dinosaurs, haven't they? Which is a shame, because you always need like pens and things. But I guess everyone just buys that stuff at the supermarket rather than at a newsagent's. And people tend not to read newspapers anymore, so they're a bit defunct. But anyway, there you go. Always have one more thing to say to you guys. Thank you very much for being here. I love you all. And we'll see you very soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.